all the votes are in just about an hour after Fulton County's 11 p.m. goal. All the leaders told us they're thrilled with how smoothly this went, both at the polls and here at the Elections Hub and Operations Center. They tallied more than 500,000 votes here in just about 5 hours, a lot faster than they had in 2020. That's because of this new warehouse where they were able to bring in all the votes instead of having multiple locations across the county. That led to some delays and just a lot more questions about how fast ballots would be cast. But here it's under one roof. This is where they brought all of the memory cards, where they unzipped all of the memory cards, scanning those votes, handing them into the computers. Everyone got to watch as they put those memory cards into the computers to count those votes and see the results in real time as they fed out. Again, it was like 12:02, 12:03, right after midnight, when they were able to say, hey, we're done for the night with all of those early votes, with all of those absentee, and of course the in-person voting today. There are still some provisional ballots outstanding. They'll get to those later on in the week, but for now they're packing up and they sent everyone home for the night.
So Grace, if you can hear us, we'd love to get a question in here. I mean, a lot different than what we saw in 2020. First of all, I think it's incredible that they were able to count 500,000 votes in 5 hours. That is just beyond. Congratulations and thank you to all of the election workers that have been working really hard. But are you seeing any type of, are you hearing from the election workers of what went differently in 2020 to this year? Any word of that tonight?
Well, of course, there was a lot more early voting that came in. So the early voting that could be counted right at 7 o'clock. They didn't have to wait for the memory cards to be transported from the early voting. That was all in-house waiting to be counted right at 7 o'clock. So let them get that kind of running start when the polls closed. And then really the centralized warehouse, they said they had a couple different locations in 2020, but here everything came to this one spot. They had the same people doing everything. So they really had that process down. And because it was only one spot, they were able to get to everything a lot faster.